Welcome back to ENE 310 exam preparation videos. So in this video we are going to be looking at study unit 10. So in study unit 10, the one thing that you must realize about study unit 10 is that it's all theory. This is where your multiple choice questions are going to come from. So right now, with study unit 10, you need to go and read through chapter 10. There's no shortcut around it. Just go and read chapter 10. I am going to be giving a brief summary of chapter 10. It's not going to be very in depth because I hate theory just as much as you do. I think theory, engineering, you shouldn't ask theory questions in engineering. Like, why? Like, are we BCom students? No. Like, we're engineers. Like, we're supposed to, give us a problem. Let's solve a problem. Don't ask me a theoretical question, you know what I'm saying? But if you are looking for your... If you're on a 40% and you need to get in, and you need to get that 60% to escape this module, then there's not much of a choice for this. Then you need to go and learn your theory, because this is where them free marks are, you know. This is where those free marks are. And as I said, this is you just need to go read through this, right? So the first thing we're going to be looking at is our 555 timer. Now, a 555 timer is, if you do not know what a 555 timer is by now, then may the Lord have mercy on your soul. Because a 555 timer is something that you're going to have to get to know, because a 555 timer, it's kind of one of those things that you have to at least have played around with once or twice for you to understand it. So the one thing about your 555 timer is you cannot get a duty cycle of 50%. According to this formula right here, you can plug and play as many different values as you want, but you cannot get a duty cycle 50%. And in the book, it states that your duty cycle is always greater than 50%, but as a person who's played the 555 timer, I know how to get the duty cycle less than 50%, but that's just me personally. And so therefore, when you asked in the exam if you can get the duty cycle less than 50, then say that you can't, because I've played around 555 times and I can get it to have a duty cycle less than 50%, but it does not state how to do that in the book. So yeah, so right now, in this specific configuration, this is a 555 timer as a monostable vibrator. So basically, when you put in an impulse here, you are going to get this output pulse here, where your period is equal to that bad boy right here. So yeah, that's your 555 timer for now. And that is one sort of configuration where you can put in your 555 timer. Your other configuration is using your 555 timer as a Astable multivibrator. So when you connect your 555 timer in this configuration, you are basically going to be getting an output that looks something like that. So your period of that output, your duty cycle, is given here. Your period is given there. And as I said, do not worry too much about the calculations themselves. Know more about the theory about the working of your 555 timer and how we get to these values, right? Yeah, that is that. And then this configuration right here is a monostable multivibrator, right? So this is a NOR gate with a NOT gate. And whenever you put an input there, you get that output there. So that is what a monostable vibrator looks like when you use CMOS gates. The way it works is, I mean, it's shown here in the pictures, so that's how it works. As I said, I hate theory, you hate theory, all hate theory. It's just a part of life. So just read through this chapter. If you're on your 40% and you're looking for those extra marks, where you're gonna try to get those extra marks, know this chapter pretty well, because I mean, this is where your marks are gonna come from. But if you're on a 60 and you know your schoolman section well enough, then you could sacrifice this section, because this section sucks. Like, there's a whole chapter, like chapter 10 is long, it's dreary. Oh my word, it's a terrible chapter. It's a terrible chapter to read through if you're forced to read through it. And this is one of those chapters where you should read through it if you got 40%. If you got 60%, focus on more important things, you know. And this is a way you can make a free running vibrator by using 2 NOT gates. Yeah, those are NOT gates. Yeah, you read through the theory in the textbook, but when you see this, you must know that it gives you that, and it is a monostable multivibrator. And that is that. And this is a free running multivibrator. So this circuit is going to give you this output like that. As I said, read through the theory and don't worry too much about how to calculate everything. Just know that when you see this circuit right here, it's going to be that, because it's a free running multivibrator. Just know your theory. It's all about just knowing your theory. And this is a single supply free running multivibrator. So it will run from VCC to ground, and that is the output that it will produce. So yeah, that is something else. As I said, know how to match this to the label it has, to the output it has. That's all you need to know about this section. No, it's just about mixing and matching. Like when you see this diagram, know what it is and know the output. And then you've got your basic free running multivibrator right here. And this is the output it produces. It produces from saturation to negative saturation, going up and down like that. And yeah, like, yeah, you know, yeah. Like, I hate theory, you hate theory, we both hate theory. But if you need these marks, read through chapter 10. Like, please, read through chapter 10. And the one question that I once encountered when looking through past papers is the advantages of a voltage to frequency converter versus a voltage controlled oscillator. And so I had to go and pace through the book until I found this one little paragraph that just explained it all. So here are your 4 advantages. So you should try to memorize these 4 advantages. I'm not even gonna like word out what these 4 advantages are. So know those 4 advantages. Have them somewhere at the back of your head. The same way you know your 4 advantages of your instrumental amplifier, you should know your 4 advantages of your voltage to frequency converter. And that is study unit 10 in a nutshell. And as I said, if you are in need if you're on a 40 and you need to try to collect those marks from as many places as possible, read through this chapter in detail and do not focus. There is no design here. These are all theoretical questions. These are things that are going to appear in your multiple choice questions. So, yeah. And yeah, that is study unit 10 in a nutshell. And yeah, good luck.